They'll try the left side. Pryor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, here's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got Anderson right side, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Eagles 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Missed.
It will not go down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Pryor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains and then got another first down. They go play action with Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Hurts. That's caught right side by Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter. You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brandon Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
They've got his man complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's caught by Sanders. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all windows. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second and goal, Hurts. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,